Hi, welcome to this short briefing. I want to talk to you about some few matters that has been pressing my spirit this morning. Now, the attributes of an intelligent Christian. The life of an intelligent Christian, spirited and fueled by the Holy Spirit. You should understand that this is not just what you keep doing. This is not just what you do as a norm, as a regulation every other day. It's a personal issue. So if you ask yourself a question, are you an intelligent Christian? You discover this question is so diversified that you don't need so many things to answer. You need yourself to go back to yourself and then start evaluating what you think, what you do, and how you manifest your thinking in different activities. Number one, he is strengthened every time. The Holy Spirit actively strengthens a Christian. So someone who is not strong at one point or another, that means there is a less dispensation of the Holy Spirit in their life. So be strengthened. Somebody you know is strong, you see is strong, thinking strength, even they are passing through some issues here and there. There is a characteristic or attribute of strength in different ways. The second thing is he is endowed with wisdom and discernment. Nobody is in the Spirit of God correctly does not have wisdom. Wisdom is part and parcel of the Spirit of God. Everything you do is set by the Spirit of God. Number three, he is continuously transformed. A man walking in the Spirit of God will have a character like of God. Whether he was a bad man before, earlier on, and now at this moment, definitely this guy will be powered by wisdom in a different form, in a different way. He is transformed every time. He is comforted. It doesn't matter how bad situation or encounters you have. When you have God in you, when you have Holy Spirit in you, you are always in comfort. God and the Spirit of God himself in you, they gives you comfort every moment here and there. He is convicted. A conviction is that point where somebody's heart is already touched by an emotional, strong, I'm trying to look for the best word so far. When someone is convicted, it means someone is put in a place where he is set for victory. He is set, his spirit, his mind is already tuned to a certain place, a certain focus, a certain level. That's what I talk about conviction. He is helped. This guy will never be stranded. Someone who is full of the Holy Spirit will never be stranded anywhere. Not because they don't have solutions. They have solutions to everybody. It's because they have a plan and a life where solution is consistent. They can find a solution anyhow in one place or another place. Now, they are always spiritually gifted. See any man anywhere, they are always in the Spirit. Definitely, the gift of God will always flow in them. And that's exactly where. So if you see so many people who have the gift of the Spirit in them, know there is a flow. There is a flow of God's wisdom and God's gift in them in a different way. His salvation is guaranteed and guarded. Someone who takes care with fear and trembling, he takes care of the salvation he has. He is careful with everything that can tarnish salvation in his life. This guy is always a very, very righteous man, and character-wise he's already tuned to find something to deal with in character. They are formed in character. Their character is always good. Salvation-wise, they are conscious. Everything about salvation to them is ticking in another level, in another life, in another way that someone else can definitely see. This thing is having some fun. The Holy Spirit intercedes for him. One attribute of such a man, Holy Spirit will take part of everything he's doing, everywhere. A man who is in full force with a Holy Spirit oriented life, there are some kind of prayers they can keep on praying every now and then, keep on talking about every now and then. No, these things will always be taken care of every place they go. I'm telling you this with all full-fledged assurance that the Spirit of God intercedes for the Christians, like in Romans chapter 8, 26 and verse 27. He is unified with other believers. Do not forsake the gathering of believers. That is in Hebrews chapter 13 verse 25. If you read it, you'll find that something related to it. And 1 Corinthians 12 and verse 13, they are unified in fellowship. Christians who are full of the Spirit of God, they have that unity, they have that contingence, they have that fellowship put up together with the victory of fellowship. It gives them strength for one another and here and there. He is assisted in prayer. His prayer life is always different. A man that is consistent with God, his prayer life is different, because there is a feel inside them that God is working for their advantage and God is listening to their prayers. These people, they are very strong. These people, their faith in prayer is not a joke. They always believe anything they speak to God about, everything is done. Now, a believer who is not led by the Holy Spirit is like a vehicle without petrol. The fuel that fuels salvation, fueling the faith of a believer, is the Holy Spirit. Nothing works in the life of a believer without Holy Spirit. And everything they touch with the Holy Spirit, there is always direction of what they do. There is always direction of what they have. Now, I want to ask you one question. Which type of a Christian are you? Do you see these attributes working in your life properly? If not, there are some things you need to take care of. There are some things you need to work out and find how to solve the problem before it's too late. A Christian should have victory. If you are new in this channel, consider to subscribe wherever you are. Consider to subscribe for this channel, because we have a lot we are dealing and working out to make it better and better every day. Blevoy TV, we handle your spirituality, your economic, and your social matters. Always stay tuned. Look forward for every new video that will be coming.